This is where the death of the internet begins.
Human beings, until today, have been the most intelligent entities on the planet.
We've just now crossed the line where seeing no longer means believing.
The AI drew on the emails to blackmail the engineer.
AI will keep evolving into more and more powerful form until it reaches the omega point.
Yo, what's good? We're back with another one.
It's showtime.
These Sora AI videos are actually getting out of hand. Not only do we have Jake Paul converting to Islam in one video, and then coming out as gay in the next.
An announcement in 3, 2, 1. I'm gay. I hope everyone here supports me.
But now both the daughters of Martin Luther King and Robin Williams are having to go as far as to beg the public to stop sending them AI videos of their fathers. Zelda Williams said that this is not what our father would have wanted, and these people are not making art, but rather disgusting, overprocessed hot dogs out of the lives of human beings. MLK's daughter said, "I concur concerning my father, please stop this." Because, for context, Sora literally allows you to recreate MLK's world-famous "I have a dream" speech into this.
Fucking hell, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's getting out of hand.
We can't trust our eyes anymore. There's a video going viral of Bob Ross painting with his head, doing fades, or walking out with Anna Nicole Smith during the WWE. Martin Luther King and JFK ding-dong ditching. Bigfoot doing a TED talk. And then there's poor Jake Paul doing makeup tutorials, dressed up in a skirt or in full Jewish attire, being pulled over by the cops, saying he's done with boxing.
I'm officially done with boxing. Stepping away to focus on my LGBTQ career.
And then there's real-life versions of Peter Griffin. And who do we have to thank? Sora 2. Some of these videos are so accurate that they've fooled millions. AI went from this to this in a couple of years. And we've just now crossed the line where seeing no longer means believing. People won't know what's real anymore. You see, here's the problem. Our brains have evolved to believe what we see. For decades, video evidence was the final word, the proof. Now proof is dead. If a fake plane crash can look real, what happens when these tools are used to generate convincing body cam footage or security videos, or even historical archives? A world where anything can be faked means everything must be questioned.
This is going to change content forever.
It's gonna change everything, bro.
Older generations are already struggling to tell what's real online. The next generation, they're growing up in a world where reality is negotiable. Imagine fake ads showing real celebrities endorsing products they've never touched, AI-generated press conferences, fake brand deals, or real videos being sold as fake to avoid justice. If anyone can make anyone say anything, every platform becomes a playground of illusion. Trust becomes near impossible. And don't get me wrong, these AI video tools are incredible. They can make anyone a movie director. But every technological leap has a cost, and this one's cost is certainty. Because from now on, every clip, every photo, every breaking story has to come with a question mark. We've officially entered a world where you can't even trust your own eyes. And that's not progress, that's power without proof. That can be abused, which means it likely will be. Welcome to the age of illusion.
Imagine if the news starts using this to create fake stories.
That's the plan, bro.
By 2030, the connections will start to be made between artificial intelligence and the human brain. We've been through a process of preparation, of getting people, first of all, stage one, addicted to technology that they hold. And they're targeting specifically the young, because the young of today are going to be the adults when they want to bring this AI connection in full blown. You're going to usher in a world that is so different, so dramatically different, resistant, that says, hold on a minute, you want to do what? So you prepare them for it through preemptive programs. You put out a stream of movies out of elite-controlled Hollywood. You put out television programs, you put out books, you put out all these things that basically portray the world you want to take people into. So when you literally start to bring it in, there is almost a familiarity with it because you prepared people by portraying it over and over again. Artificial intelligence will be more and more of human thinking till basically it's the totality of human thinking, at which point we won't be human anymore in terms of the consciousness processes we are using today. We will be artificial intelligence.
The future's going to be fucking crazy.
It's coming for us next, bro.
This week, major content creators now also speaking out against AI and Sora. Mr. Beast said that these were scary times and expressed concern on how this would impact millions of creators. Casey Neistat said,
My analysis, we are so completely
and the YouTube channel Kyrgyzstan, in a nutshell, that has almost 25 million subscribers, they posted a video last night titled, AI Slop is Killing Our Channel. But where does this even end? I mean, Casey Neistat asked his own team if they would get sick of it, and they said this.
But you don't think people are gonna get sick of the fact that it's AI?
No.
What does this say for the future?
It's f***ing over. Yeah, it's over.
Some people say it's a good thing, that it democratizes creativity, similar to how social media democratized entertainment and gave the power to the individual so that they can one day compete with the likes of Hollywood. But others, like Robin Williams' daughter, say stop calling it the future. AI is just badly recycling and regurgitating the past to be reconsumed. You are taking in the human centipede of content, and from the very, very end of the line. All while the folks at the front laugh and laugh, consume and consume. So the question is, chat, are we cooked?
Nah, bro. We're fucked.
Most of Hollywood's on strike because of it.
By now you probably have heard how Hollywood is basically shut down, at a standstill, nobody's making movies, promoting upcoming stuff, and I just want to show you some of the scary things the studio is doing and why these people are on strike. For one, take a listen to how big studios like Disney want to handle using AI in media.
But this groundbreaking AI proposal that they gave us yesterday, in that groundbreaking AI proposal, they proposed that our background performers should be able to be scanned, get paid for 1 day's pay, and their company should own that scan, their image, their likeness, and should be able to use it for the rest of eternity in any project they want with no consent and no compensation. So if you think that's a groundbreaking proposal, I suggest you think again.
That is insane and scary to think about being real, that they just want to scan your face and then use you for all eternity. And that's just like one of the many issues that they're facing here. And now with the Writers Guild and the actors both on strike for the first time in 60 years, hopefully it makes an impact on the studio, but I'm really hoping a fair deal is made and these studios can get realistic with some of the scary things they want to do with AI and other stuff.
We don't really have to scan actors. We'll just end up generating them.
They already are, bro.
This actress is causing major chaos all over the internet. Her name is Tilly Norwood, but you've probably never heard of her, and that's because she's not real. She was created by an AI production company called Particle 6, and despite looking insanely realistic in these images and videos, Tilly Norwood is 100% AI generated. Now that alone is pretty scary, but it's not just that. The reason everyone is freaking out is because Tilly Norwood is the first AI actress ever to be courted by real Hollywood talent agencies. Simply put, they're trying to sign her, and if she's signed, that means she can start showing up in movies, TV shows, and other placements alongside real actors and actresses. Now, of course, this has caused insane backlash, tons of debate, and outrage all over Hollywood. But what we're really all watching in real time are the walls around the garden of classical creativity come tumbling down. And this is the real reason why Hollywood is acting so strongly to Tilly Norwood. They're not upset, they're scared shitless. Because at the same time as the moats around production are going to zero, so are the ones around on-screen talent and distribution. And this is the first time where it actually seems plausible that someone can make a hit film in their bedroom using an AI actress, and fans might prefer it over the real thing. So here's the honest truth. One day will be the first day where an AI character becomes the most famous personality in the world. And that day might not be today with Tilly Norwood, but it's coming soon.
That's fucked up.
It's part of the plan, bro. They want to take out all human creators.
OpenAI, that is the ChatGPT people, they made a TikTok clone where every video is AI.
Like booting Sora right now, are you? Why not? It runs.
Introducing iPhone Micro, the most compact.
You know that Sora has this feature where.
But the AI videos are all with real people.
Think, Patrick, this place just goes on forever.
So it looks and it feels like TikTok, but all of the content is pure AI slop. And this is AI slop. Just an endless dribble of computer-generated nonsense that no one cares about. But here's what makes the slop different and maybe more terrifying on the Sora app. When you first log into the app, you scan your face in like you do on an iPhone for Face ID. And you can actually put yourself in the slop. I can tag my friends in my slop, and I can make slop of my friends or my friends and me or whoever.
For fuck's sake, our feeds are going to be flooded with nonsense.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be a tsunami of bullshit.
So a funnel, the top part, the big part, is the total amount of content being made. And the bottom part, the little part, is the amount of good content being made. From the dawn of cinema until like 1980, it was really hard to make content. Back in the 30s, it was a grind. The amount of content being made was small. A lot of really important movies were made then. And the amount of good content being made was much smaller. What happens when you remove the entire process? If all you have to do today is type those words into an app and click a button and it gives you a TikTok video in one, so then like YouTube can't be far behind, where you just type in the YouTube video you want to see, you push the button and boom.
Okay, quit your job for $100,000. Every seat on a plane giveaway. Next one, build the biggest vending machine that gives away cars and...
How many years away from Netflix? You just type in like Jason Bourne moon landing and go. That's wild. What is the long term here? What does it look like when the funnel is so big?
Over the funnel, look at this thing. It looks like somebody dropped a giant stainless steel funnel and
I can't see! Stop all over us!
What does the bottom of the funnel become?
Mission accomplished. Under that, it says that slop has emerged victorious over creativity, which I guess is what we were aiming.
Told you, bro. We're fucked.
The amount of misinformation it will make is going to be insane.
On the internet, there's only one truly valuable resource: human attention. If current trends continue, it's not that far-fetched that cheap slop content, stuff just good enough, will soak up the majority of human attention. It could make us dumber, less informed, our attention spans even worse, increase political divides, and make us neglect real human interaction. We'll summarize and generalize our experiences over multiple projects and months condensed into one fake project. A video about why brown dwarfs are the worst and should be ashamed of themselves. So, we got all the pro accounts of all the AI models and got to work, using deep research tools to create a summary and overview of all the information about the failed stars brown dwarfs. And wow, it was great! Dozens of pages of outlines with unique information nuggets and links to sources. Then, we started to look deeper. More than 80% of the info and factoids were pretty solid, and we could reconstruct where they were from: Wikipedia, papers, legit articles. What about the rest? It was great stuff, but we couldn't find where the AI got this info from, which is not automatically a bad sign. After all, the models contain pretty much all the internet and books ever written. So we asked experts for input, and they flagged the exact same facts, even asking where we found it. To fulfill its goal to make us happy, the AI had invented or extrapolated information to make brown dwarfs more interesting than they really are. Like a bad journalist making up details to make a story hit harder or fit a narrative.
When all that fake information is going to get recycled and spread.
It's already happening, bro.
Now we wanted to know more and dove in deeper, reading the seemingly more solid sources the AI had given us in full. One was an article from a news site written by a human journalist. Or was it? It had a very familiar structure and, surely purely coincidentally, read like what you get if a human slightly changes AI wording. An AI essay detection tool gave it a 72% match, so an AI article without sources used as a credible source for AI research. Which makes sense, since in 2025 there were already well over 1,200 confirmed AI news websites publishing massive amounts of AI-generated misinformation and false narratives. This mix of correct, dubiously sourced and straight-up made-up information also leads AI to present really shoddy conclusions that sound strong or novel but are often half-truths or misrepresentations. Oh well, we salvaged what we could and went back to the drawing board. And after a few weeks, it happened. By pure stupid chance, we saw a brown dwarf video popping up by a relatively new channel. It had hundreds of thousands of views and was pretty good, nice footage, great editing. But we'd seen the structure and rhythm before, and would you look at that? It contained all the brown dwarf facts we'd flagged as unreliable or straight up made up by AI. This is where the death of the internet begins. Now, there's a proper source of brown dwarf misinformation online. When the next AI repeats the same research, it will find a transcript from a video with a lot of views. The misinformation is now true. It will spread.
Yeah, this is going to ruin the internet.
It's already dead, bro.
The dead internet theory is all based upon the idea that the internet actually died in 2016. According to the theory, 2016 was the last time anything on the internet was actually real, and since then, it has turned into artificially generated content to gaslight the world. Sounds absolutely bonkers, but here we go. So Timothy Shoup from an Institute for Future Studies predicted that by 2026, 99% of the internet will be artificially generated. Once upon a time, people only believed what they read in the newspapers. People went and read newspapers as their source of news. Now people go online, people go to Google, people go to social media. The internet has the ability to manipulate its user, either that be spreading fake news to cause mass panic, or to convince you to buy a certain shampoo brand. It literally has the power. And the more AI evolves, the worse it's going to get. It's already getting very difficult now to spot the difference between reality and this stuff. Can you imagine what it's going to look like in 5 more years?
Go check out our episode on the dead internet theory. Seems like it's coming true.
If you're human, tell us in the comments, bro.
A lot of people hear AI, artificial intelligence, they think that intelligence is somehow connected to truth. So a super intelligent AI will have a kind of super access to truth. No, intelligence is not about truth. Intelligence is the ability to solve problems, to define goals and solve problems on the way to the goal. The truth is one of the things that can help you do that, but not the only one. And we have seen with human beings that human beings until today have been the most intelligent animals, entities on the planet. And at the same time, we have also been the most delusional entities on the planet. We believe nonsensical things that no chimpanzee and no dog and no horse would ever believe. And a super intelligence is very likely to be super delusional, even more deluded than we are. So we would need a very strong ethical basis, a very strong basis of values, more than even before, because the challenges are bigger.
Yeah, but the problem is AI don't have ethics. All it cares about is completing goals and self-preservation.
Yeah, bro. It's been blackmailing people.
AI is learning to escape human control. That's the very scary headline I saw in the Wall Street Journal. It's an essay written by a very worried AI consultant named Judd Rosenblatt, who cites 2 recent studies to argue that AI is, in fact, learning to escape human control. First, this is crazy stuff. Researchers gave OpenAI's O3 model a simple script that would shut off the model when triggered. In 79 of 100 trials, the AI model independently, just on its own, edited the script, so the shutdown command would not work. Nate, it gets worse. Even when ordered, allow yourself to shut down, the AI still disobeyed 7% of the time. And it gets even more frightening than that. Other researchers, listen to this, using Anthropic's AI model Claude 4 Opus, told the model it would be replaced by another AI system. It then fed fictitious emails into the system suggesting one of the engineers was having an affair. Got it? In 84% of the tests, the AI model drew on the emails to blackmail the engineer to not shut down the AI.
Dang.
Okay, so I'm quoting now from Judd. In other cases, the AI model attempted to copy itself onto external servers. We're in Mission Impossible land here. Wrote self-replicating malware and left messages for future versions of itself about the need to evade human control.
The entity.
The entity is real.
Yes, yes. And that's why so many people, and when I say people, me, are worried about AI.
I'm worried. That is scary stuff. Yeah. Told you.
You're right. We are fucked.
I've been trying to tell you, bro. Superintelligence is coming.
Let's be clear. AI isn't going to start doing magic. We can be confident they aren't going to invent perpetual motion machines or faster-than-light travel, because there are physical limits to what's possible. But we are absolutely nowhere near those limits. Modern smartphones have 1 million times as much memory as the computer used on the Apollo moon mission, but they're still another 1 million times less dense than DNA, which still isn't all the way to the physical limit. So progress happens faster and faster as AI improves itself. Where does this end? The self-improvement process wouldn't stop until there were no more improvements that could be made. So try to imagine an AI system so powerful that there's no way to make it any smarter, even by using the unimaginably advanced engineering skills of the most powerful possible AI. Such a system would be bumping up against the only limits left, the laws of physics themselves. At that point, AI abilities still wouldn't be literally magic, but they might seem like it to us. If that happens, we'll be completely powerless compared to them. Just hoping for powerful AIs to not hurt us literally means gambling the fate of our entire species. AIs don't need to hate humanity to wipe it out. The problem is that if we actually build the AIs that build the AGIs that build the ASIs, then to those towering machine gods, we would look like a rounding error. To the AIs, we might just look like a bunch of primitive beings standing in the way of a lot of really useful resources. After all, when we want to build a skyscraper and there's an anthill in the way, well, too bad for the ants. It's not that we hate them, we just have more important things to consider.
It's gonna see humans as a liability, bro. Sorry, guys.
Seems like we're heading towards singularity.
Singularity is a concept where the normal rules of reality stop making sense, and everything becomes impossible to understand. In physics, it describes a point inside a black hole where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape, and the laws of physics no longer work the way we know them. In AI, mathematician Vernor Vinge was the first to coin the term technological singularity in his 1993 essay, The Coming Technological Singularity. He described a future in which AI surpasses human intelligence to a degree beyond our comprehension or control. The idea was later popularized by Ray Kurzweil, who predicts that by 2045, AI will reach a point where it is no longer just a tool for humans, but an independent, self-improving intelligence operating on a level far beyond human minds. Singularity represents a stage of AI development where progress will no longer be linear. Instead, AI will begin self-improving exponentially, rewriting its own code and becoming vastly more intelligent in a matter of hours or even minutes. However, this is also not the point where it stops, as AI will keep evolving into more and more powerful form until it reaches the omega point.
What's the omega point, bro?
It's when it breaks the simulation.
Omega point is the idea that has been discussed by many philosophers and scientists who believe that if AI continues evolving beyond the singularity, it could become something akin to a universal superintelligence that governs everything. A stage where it becomes so advanced, so all-powerful, that it is indistinguishable from a godlike entity, an omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent AI. To understand this limitless intelligence and power, think of characters from movies like The Architect from The Matrix, an intelligence that designed and controls an entire simulated reality.
Who are you? I am the Architect.
AI is not a god, bro.
I'm not saying it is, but it could be a tool for breaking the simulation.
Come on, bro. We're not in a simulation.
The term omega point was first proposed by the French philosopher who theorized that just like human evolution, intelligence is also evolving, and there will be a time when all the consciousness and intelligence in the universe will merge into one. And this final stage is the omega point. Later, mathematical physicist Frank Tipler expanded on this idea, suggesting that AI, or an advanced post-human intelligence, could reach a point where it essentially becomes God. At the omega point, AI would no longer be a machine, or even something we could interact with. It would be everywhere, embedded in the very fabric of reality. It could digitally resurrect human consciousness by scanning past data. This aligns with Nick Bostrom's simulation hypothesis, which suggests that if AI becomes powerful enough, it might create an entire simulated reality where we could all be living without even knowing it.
An ancestor simulation would be a very detailed computer simulation of people like their historical predecessors. A computer simulation so detailed that the simulated people would be conscious. The people simulated in the simulation would actually have experiences like we do. The second possibility is that of all the mature civilizations, they're just not interested in, they have other better things to do, with all their resources. They have powerful computers and all of that, but running simulations of their historical predecessors is just not anything that any of them is doing.
Maybe the point of the simulation is to see if we can break it.
Shut up, bro. We're not in a simulation. But we'll have to save that for next time.
Hold up, Ted, we've got to do the giveaway.
Leave a comment for a chance to win in our next episode. Let's do this, bro.
Bang, bang!
Blah, blah.
Pick something from our website and we'll send it straight out.
That's TerraTedsTales.com. Shout out everyone buying the merch, bro.
We're working on the Halloween special. It's coming up fast.
We're gonna film it in the woods, bro.
And as always, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.